Om Namo Bhagavate Vasudevaya. Om Namo Bhagavate Vasudevaya. Om Namo Bhagavate Vasudevaya. Om Jnana Timirandasya Jnana Anjana Salakaya Chakkhuri Nimiletam Dena Tasmai Sudhave Namaha. Sri Chaitanya Manamabhishtam Tapikam Dena Putare Soyam Rupa Kadamayam Dadati Swapadantikam Vandeham Sri Guru Sijita Padakamalam Sri Gurun Vaishnavaram Cha Sirupam Sagrajatam Sagana Siragunatam Vitantam Sajivam Sarvaitam Savadutam Parijana Saitam Krishna Chaitanya Devam Radha Krishna Padan Sagana Vitam Sri Visakham Vikamcha He Krishna Karuna Sindhu Dina Bandhu Jagatpate Gopisya Gopika Kanta Radha Kanta Namastute Tapta Kanchana Gaurangi Radhe Vrindavaneshwari Vrishabhanu Sutta Devi Pranamami Harikve Vancha Kalpatrivascha Kripa Sindhu Vaivacha Patitanam Pavanabhya Vaishnavya Namo Namah Namo Vishnu Padaya Krishna Kṛṣṇāya Bhutale Srimati Bhakti Vedanta Swamiti Namine Namaste Saraswati Deve Gauravani Pracharine Nirvishesha Sunyavadi Pasata Desatarine Jai Sri Krishna Chaitanya Prabhu Nityananda Sri Advaita Gadadhara Srivasadi Gaura Bhakta Vrinda Hare Krishna 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 Hare 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 Rama 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 Hare Hare. So thank you very much. Hare Krishna. So today we are going to discuss about the very interesting pastime of childhood pastime of Lord Kṛṣṇa. So we will discuss about all the demons in Kṛṣṇa Lila and what they represent, the anartha they represent. So today our topic is about the killing of Pūtanā, because Pūtanā is the first demon Kṛṣṇa killed. So before we discuss the point, we should understand how important. It's not like that we always, Kṛṣṇa pastime is all about his sweet pastime of lifting Govardhan. No. Even killing of Kṛṣṇa pastime is also auspicious. Very, very auspicious. Not only that, and it is stated that the childhood pastime of the Lord, whether it is killing of Pūtanā, lifting of Govardhan, or dancing with gopis, all are transcendental, all are auspicious. There's a beautiful verses in this regard. You can see here, there's a beautiful verses that Sukadeva Goswami is speaking about, Parikshit Maharaj is speaking. Rajopatya Yana Yanavatarena Bhagavana Haririshwara Paroti Karmaramyani Monojnani Chana Prabho Yes Ribhanta Payeti Attained Vistrisna Sattam Śraddhayati Achirena Punsam Bhaktir Harotat Purusecha Satyam Tadeva Haram Vadamanasya. There are 7 benefits of hearing Krishna Katha. Parikshit Maharaj said that what are the 7 benefits? In Parikshit said that my Lord Sukadeva Goswami, all the various activities exhibited by the incarnation of Supreme Personality of Godhead are certainly pleasing to the ear and to the mind. Fasting, it is pleasing to the ear and mind. Simply by one's hearing of this activity, the dirty things in one's mind is immediately vanished. That is the second benefit. Generally, we are reluctant to hear about activities of the Lord, but Krishna's childhood activities are so attractive that they are automatically pleasing to the mind and ear. Usually, in the conditioning, in our conditioning stage, we have no, we have no propensity, we have no taste, we have no urge to hear, we have no inclination to proclivity to hear. But childhood pastime of the Lord is so enduring, so enchanting that by hearing we will develop the taste. That is what Sukadeva Goswami Parikshit Maharaj is speaking. Thus one's attachment from hearing about material things, which is the root cause of material existence, vanishes. That is another benefit. When you hear Hari Katha, so all other Katha, the mundane topics, that will vanish. That propensity of mundane, what is that Chaitanya Mahaprabhu says, that Gramya Katha, the mundane topics will vanish. And that mundane topics is the cause of our attachment, cause of our material bondage. One gradually develops devotional service to the Supreme Lord, attachment for Him, friendship with devotee who gives us contribution of Krishna consciousness. So, such a benefit. By such hearing process, we develop the attachment for Krishna, which is the real duty of real purpose of the devotees for every living entity. And also we make a friendship with devotee who give us contribution of Krishna consciousness, devotee association, which is indispensable for our enhancement in Krishna consciousness. If you think it is fitting, kindly speak about this activities of the Lord. So here is very nice that how important the Krishna Katha. Krishna Katha is so important. It has got so benefit. So much so that we can purify all our contaminations and go back to God. It is stated also in very beautiful verses that Uddhava is speaking to Krishna directly. Prabhavikritam Krishna nennam paramamangalam. It's very supremely auspicious, the Krishna Katha. Karma piyusam asadhyam. If karma piyusam asadhyam means it has to be drink, it has to be tasted through the ears, not through the mouth. That is the medicine. The potent medicine has to be administered through the ears. Tyajanti anyaspram jana. By this administering this Krishna Katha or taking this Krishna Katha, nectar of Krishna Katha, through the ears, what will happen? All other desires which causes us to bind in this material world since time immemorial, undergoing the obnoxious cycle of birth and death. That urge or that desire, mundane desire, will be tyajanti, will be given up, forsaken. That is the gargantuan benefit of Krishna Katha. So therefore, everybody should hear Krishna Katha. Particularly, Lord is coming to this world to exhibit such pastimes so that the conditioned soul, they hear and attract to him. That is whole idea. He said also. He said in this beautiful verses, Brahma is speaking this beautiful verses, what is the internal purpose of coming to this world? Anugrahaya bhaktana, manusim stanu astitaha, bhajate tadriskida, yes tuttat paro. So Krishna here says, Lord Brahma is speaking, when the Lord assumed this human-like body to show mercy to his devotee, he engages in such pastime as will attract those who hear about them to become dedicated. So whole idea of Krishna's advent and enacting such a pastime is a merciful concession for the conditioned soul who has been rotting and rotating in this material world since eons, since gazillions, since time immemorial. So they will have an opportunity to know the kingdom of the God. Lord is showing his kingdom, his form, his activities. And by hearing them, we will purify. Sometimes he incorporates us, just like Janmashtami, Jhulana Jatra, swing festival. He incorporates us in his pastime so that we can render service and get purified. So whole idea or design, predominant purpose, the cardinal and core purpose of Lord coming to reclaim the conditioned soul. All his pastimes are very, very enchanting and endearing. Therefore, particularly in this age of Kali, it is very highly recommended that one should, Uddhava say that, particularly in this age of Kali, this is very, very important. Yani te charitani sa manusya sadhava kalu. Sinvanta kathayanta cha karishanti jansatama. Particularly in this age of Kali, is like, my dear Lord, those pious and saintly person who in the age of Kali hear about your transcendental activities and also glorify them will easily cross over the darkness. So the easiest process to cross this darkness age of Kali, this age of Kali is very dark, very full of dissension, quarrel, hypocrisy, bluffing, and discordant. So to cross this very difficult age, which is full of ignorance, the easiest process is hearing the Kṛṣṇa katha. Tava vikriyaditam Kṛṣṇa, tava kathamritam tattva jivanam. So therefore it is very much, incumbent for all the living entity to hear Kṛṣṇa katha, to purify and develop this attachment for Kṛṣṇa and eventually go back to Godhead. That is whole purpose. Easiest way to cross this age of Kali. And Kṛṣṇa katha is always enduring. It removes world contamination. It is stated here that how it removes the world contamination. The last verse I will show you, then we can go to the topics. Brahmana Kṛṣṇa katha punya madhavi loka-bāla-ghnī Konutripyatte Sravanam Sutagya Nityanutanaha. Brahmana Kṛṣṇa katha punya, Kṛṣṇa katha punya. What experienced listener of Brahmana could even grow satiated while listening to the pious, charming, and ever-fresh topics of Lord Kṛṣṇa, which cleanses away the world contamination. Therefore, devotees must hear Kṛṣṇa katha, not to remain neophyte. And there's a very nice Prabhupada say that in the purport, somewhere in the purport. So that how a sincere devotee, that is the beautiful purport, we can go here, that how we should not remain neophyte. The beautiful verses in Bhagavatam, purport Prabhupada is given very nicely. The purport Prabhupada has described that, Prabhupada has mentioned that how one should not remain in the neophyte state. Sincere devotee must therefore be prepared to hear Vedic literature like Upanishad, the Vedanta, other literature, led by previous authority of Goswami, to the benefit of his progress. Without hearing such literature, one cannot make actual progress. And without hearing and following the instruction, the soul of devotional service becomes worthless. Therefore, a sort of disturbance in the path of devotional service. Unless, therefore, devotional service is established on the principle of Shruti, Smriti, Purana, Pancharatra authority, the mix of devotional service should at once be rejected. An authorized devotee should never be recognized as a pure devotee. By assimilation of such messages from Vedic literature, one can see the all-pervading localized aspect of Kṛṣṇa within his own self constantly. This is called samadhi. So Prabhupada said that if you do not hear, you remain. You cannot progress. Hearing is very, very important. Hearing of the scriptures. Otherwise, it's like a mix of devotional. You may be attending all the things, all these rituals, doing services, other services, but without hearing. This is third class devotee. Prabhupada is third class devotee, so he do not want to hear. That is the problem. That is the problem. Third class devotee has to receive the instruction of devotional service from the authority sources of Bhagavatam, not that whimsical. This is the position of the third class devotee. Therefore, hearing is very, very indispensable, imperative to make progress. So let us come back to our Pūtanā killing. So Lord has enacted so many pastimes, so many demons have been killed, and demons also represent anartha. We have also demons within, anarthas are there. So we should learn that each demons, what anartha they represent. Sikhyastakam, Sikhyamrutam, Bhaktivinoda Thakur has given the description of the anartha that every demons Kṛṣṇa killed in Vrindavan Lila, Kṛṣṇa Lila, how what they represent. So it is very important for us to know also along with the pastime of the Pūtanā. So Pūtanā pastime is given in 10th canto, 6th chapter starting. So Sukadeva Goswami is starting with 6th chapter that how this Pūtanā was killed. So what happened when Kṛṣṇa was born on the Janmashtami days, 8th day of the Shukla-paksha. So when he was born in Mathura and he was transferred on that midnight, he was transferred to Gokul and he was exchanged with the Yogamaya. So the next day, the Gokul, the inhabitant of Gokul, Nanda Maharaj and Yasodamaya and all cowherd boys, cowherd community, they celebrated the birth of Kṛṣṇa as a Nandotsav. They put leave, just like sometimes the devotee, they do not put leave for Janmashtami and all. But it is stated that Nandotsav time, all this cowherd boys community, they did not go for the war. They put leave and they celebrated the birth of Kṛṣṇa. So then next day, the next day, Sukadeva Goswami is speaking here that Nanda Maharaj went to the Mathura because their cowherd community, they have to pay tax, to pay the tax to the Kansa. And he met Vasudeva. And Vasudeva, the father of Kṛṣṇa, he told about the why are you here and there is a misfortune may happen or something, very bad thing may happen in Gokul. He was this premonition, what is that called? Premonition, foretelling. So Nanda Maharaj, thinking of contemplating of this impending danger, so he was very afraid and he took a leave and on the way back to Braj, Gokul, so Gokul Mahaba. So in the Gokul, the Pūtanā who was sent, Pūtanā is a witch, Bala means children. He is a witch who drinks the poison, drinks the blood of children. So much atrocious, so much nefarious. So he came to kill Kṛṣṇa. But he, according to Sukadeva Goswami, when he came, he has a form which is very beautiful. He changed his form. He is a rākṣasī. He was a very rākṣasī. He is very fierce form. He is a witch. So when the Parikshit Maharaj was hearing that when Nanda Maharaj was away to Mathura, then Pūtanā came with a very malafide purpose of killing Kṛṣṇa. So he was so upset, Parikshit Maharaj. Parikshit Maharaj was asking, what happened next? What happened? Did he kill Kṛṣṇa? But Sukadeva Goswami is very nice verses. He spoke to the Parikshit Maharaj. Natra sarvanādini rakṣadhināni swakarmasu kurbanti sad-gatim hatu hetu dhanasya chatatrahi. My dear king, wherever people in any position perform their occupational duty of devotional service by chanting and hearing Shravanam, Kirtanam, Vishnu, there cannot be any danger from bad element. Therefore, there was no need for anxiety about Gokul while Supreme Personality of Godhead was personally. So, Parikshit Maharaj, hearing, he was very anxious. What happened? Did he kill Kṛṣṇa? Did Pūtanā came? So, he is very absorbed in this story. But the beautiful verses, we should learn that wherever there is chanting of Kṛṣṇa, Shravanam, Kirtanam, and hearing, so there is no inauspicity. All auspicious, paramāmangalam. Kṛṣṇa katha is paramāmangalam. Tava katha amritam tapta jivanam. Paramāmangalam. Tava vikriditam Kṛṣṇam ninnam paramāmangalam. Is very auspicious. Sinvanta sokatha Kṛṣṇa punya Shravanam Kirtanam. So there is no question of any ill omens, any inauspicity, any danger. Parikshit Maharaj is ensuring that wherever there is chanting and hearing, there cannot be any danger. So then Parikshit Maharaj is describing that the form Pūtanā take. Once upon a time, the story he was telling, once upon a time, Pūtanā rākṣasī, who could move according to her desire, was wandering in outer space, converted herself by mystic power into a very beautiful woman, thus entered to Gokul, the abode of Nanda. So when Kṛṣṇa was transferred from Mathura to Gokul, Vasudeva came and left Kṛṣṇa in the house of Nanda Maharaj and took his daughter, Yogamaya. And when Kansa came to kill Yogamaya, Yogamaya is Durga. Durga said that you are foolish, you want to kill me. Your killer is already born. So Kansa was very petrified, very fearful. Then he sent all his rākṣasī. He had a meeting with all rākṣasīs that they have decided, concluded in the meeting that within 10 days, any children born in Gokul should be killed, because they do not know which one is Kṛṣṇa. So here Pūtanā has been assigned this task of killing because Pūtanā is a witch who is very much, who is a drinker of blood of the baby, bāla-ghnī, killer of baby, small child, very atrocious. So Pūtanā has been assigned, and Pūtanā rākṣasī, he changed. His form is very fearful, but he changed his form into a very beautiful woman and entered to the Gokul, the abode of Nanda Maharaj. This main purpose to kill the Kṛṣṇa. So then what happened? And the description of his body has been given by Shukadeva Goswami. It's so much, these acharyas are like a scanner, like camera, CCTV camera, CC camera. See, acharyas is not like imagination speaking. They can see, they can visualize how the pastime could happen. They are like a CC camera, CCTV camera. They know even that how the Pūtanā looks like. Her hips were full, her breasts were laid, plump, and seeming to overburden her slim waist. And she was dressed very nicely. Her hair adorned with a garland of Malika flower was scattered about her beautiful faces. Her earrings were brilliant. As she smiled very attractively, glancing upon everyone, her beauty drew the attention of all inhabitants of Braja, especially the men. When the gopis saw her, they thought that beautiful goddess of virtue, holding a lotus flower in her hand, had come to see her husband, Kṛṣṇa. So they are very unsophisticated, very simple girls, gopis and this all cowherd boys. So here the acharyas, they can see exactly CCTV camera like how they look, how the Pūtanā look when he changed with his mystic power, with her mystic power, she changed the form from a fearful to so beautiful form, as if goddess of fortune, so that nobody will prevent us to enter into the Nanda Maharaj house and breastfeeding Kṛṣṇa, kill him. So that was his intention, very malafide intention. See how the acharyas are speaking, very, very. While searching for small children, Pūtanā, whose business was to kill them, entered the house of Nanda Maharaj unobstructed, so that nobody will prevent. Having been sent by the superior potency of the Lord without asking anyone permission, she entered the Nanda Maharaj room, where she saw the child sleeping in the bed. He is unlimited power, covered like a powerful fire covered by acid. She could understand the child was not ordinary, but was meant to kill all demons. So here, good point. Point is that it's not that, because of his mystic power, she can cover all the cowherd boys, girls, and she can enter without any permission. No, because this pastime has to be happen. Therefore, Krishna's Maya covered the cowherd boys, not to obstruct. Let her come. Let her breastfeed. Let her, because he has to be killed. She has to be killed, and this pastime has to be performed, to be executed by Krishna. So his Maya covered this cowherd boy so that they will not prevent Pūtanā to enter. It's not like demons. Demons' power can overshadow or overdo the bhakti of this simple cowherd boy. They are not ordinary cowherd boy, eternal associate of the Lord, very dear to Lord. The Lord Krishna, all pervading super soul, lying on the bed, understood the Pūtanā, a witch who was expert in killing small children. See, Pūtanā is a witch who was expert in killing. Bāla-ghnī, this Sanskrit word must be there. See, Balaka Marika Graham, very expert in killing small babies. It come to kill him. Therefore, as if afraid of her, Kṛṣṇa closed his eyes. Thus Pūtanā took upon her lap him who was to be her own annihilation, just as an unintelligent person places a sleeping snake on his lap, thinking that a snake to be a rope. Very, very important point. This thing can be discussed in one class, whole class. This subject. First of all, when Pūtanā entered into the house of Nanda Maharaj, so Kṛṣṇa was lying on the bed. Kṛṣṇa understood that which was expert in killing, he is coming to kill him. Therefore, Kṛṣṇa closed his eyes. There are so many commentary from acharyas given why he closed the eyes. And that is also important. Acharyas, as I told, acharyas are very CCTV camera. They know what is the exact things. Because Kṛṣṇa cannot hide his intention, all his mood before the devotees. No, he cannot hide. This is not possible. Raya Ramananda say that, my Lord, you cannot hide. Chaitanya Mahaprabhu went talking. So here, there's so many Acharya has given commentary. This Baladev Vidyabhushan say that Kṛṣṇa closed his eyes because he do not want to see the pain of her, because Kṛṣṇa knows he is going to be killed. That is one of the reason he gave. Our Harishuri Prabhu, there is one of the devotees called Harishuri, very tough. He told that Kṛṣṇa, if Kṛṣṇa will look at Pūtanā approaching him, he will look with compassion, then Pūtanā cannot kill, because Pūtanā will purify. If Kṛṣṇa will look at Pūtanā with anger, she will be burnt. So this pastime cannot happen, either of the case. Therefore, he neither look nor he closed his eyes. He closed his eyes. And one of the things Harishwari also told, this in this verses it says that Charachara Atma, Kṛṣṇa is all pervading super soul. When Kṛṣṇa is all pervading super soul means in the Kṛṣṇa belly, entire universes come out. 14 planets, Lord Brahma is coming out in the navel, everything in the belly. So if it drinks the poison, it goes to belly and the living entity will be suffering. To console all the people, the 14 planetary system, he closed his eyes inward. No, I'm consoling. Nothing will happen. Trust me, nothing will happen. So that was why Kṛṣṇa, that is Harishwari given so many Harishwari Prabhu. Harishwari Acharya. But our Vishwanath Chakravarti has given a 5 point. Why close the eyes? So one of them, let me see the 5 points. He said that to show the childish nature and affright. So Kṛṣṇa is the first point. Why he closed the eyes? Because he saw the childish nature. Childs are very fearful of seeing some fearful, very scary. He knows he is the rākṣasī, so he is very afraid of that childish nature. Second point given that because Kṛṣṇa do not want to see such inauspicious person should never be seen, because his bāla-ghnī, expert in killing babies, so very inauspicious Pūtanā. So he does not want to see. Kṛṣṇa does not want to see this. And third point given, if I look, the cheating tendency will not exist. Vishwanath Chakravarti Thakur has given the third point why Kṛṣṇa closed his eyes. Because if Kṛṣṇa looks at Pūtanā, the cheating tendency, that how he has a beautiful attire. His activities also looks beautiful because he wanted to breastfeed Kṛṣṇa. But his attitude is not good. His intention, malafide intention, malicious intention of killing him. So this is cheating actually. Externally he is coming as if motherly affectionate, beautiful looking, motherly affectionate. Internally he is harboring, she is harboring very malicious intent. So this is called cheating. So if Kṛṣṇa look at Pūtanā, the cheating tendency will not exist. Then Pūtanā cannot approach Kṛṣṇa and feed him. So this pastime cannot happen. And the fourth point, Vishwanath Chakravarti said that, so mood of mother. So Pūtanā is externally, but he comes with the mood of mother to breastfeed Kṛṣṇa. So Kṛṣṇa is going to kill like his mother kind of thing. So it will prevent embarrassment. Kṛṣṇa feeling very shame, lajja. How to kill who is, although externally, but comes as a motherly affectionate, motherly mood. And fifth point, the Vishwanath Chakravarti said that he did not want to see suffering in front of him, because Kṛṣṇa is going to not only suck his breast, not only breast milk, but also suck her life air. And Pūtanā is going to suffer. So he does not want to see. So he closed his eyes. So therefore the Acharya's commentary is very, very important. Prabhupada say that there is a beautiful purport where Prabhupada say that one should read the Acharya. One should always read the Acharya pastimes. Acharyas have given so many things. He has written, they have given so many commentary. One should follow the Acharya in order to understand the real purport of this. So then we will go forward, and what is the next happening. Pūtanā Rakṣasī's heart was fierce and cruel, but she looked like a very affectionate mother. Thus she resembled sharp sword in a soft skin. Although seeing her within room, Yashoda Rohini, overwhelmed by her beauty, did not stop her, but remained silent because she treated the child like a mother. So his attitude was good. Externally he is very attractive. Attitude of affectionate mother is very nice, but internally she has the intention of killing. So therefore, by seeing the external attitude, Rohini, Mother Rohini, Balaram's mother, and Yashoda Maya, they did not stop him. It's a beautiful process here. On that very spot, the fiercely dangerous rākṣasī took Kṛṣṇa on her lap, pushed her breast into his mouth. The nipple of her breast was smeared with dangerous, immediately effective poison. Kalakuta. Ahobakyam tanakarakuta. Kalakuta Visa is very, very poisonous. As soon as you take, you die, like potassium cyanide. But the Supreme Personality of Godhead, Kṛṣṇa, becoming very angry at her, took hold of her breast, squeezed it very hard with both hands, sucked out both the poison and her life. So Kṛṣṇa is very angry because this calm with very malicious intent of killing Supreme Personality of Godhead. The demons are always, and Kṛṣṇa has come paritrāṇaya sadhana vināṣaya chatuskrita. He's very angry and sucked out both poison also her life. So now the Pūtanā rākṣasī samuncha munchalam iti prabhasini muncha munchalam. Very nice word. Samuncha munchalam means give. Muncha means give up, give up. So when Kṛṣṇa was sucking her breast poison, also her hair, she was feeling very excruciating painful. And she's shouting, screaming, Kṛṣṇa muncha munchalam, give up, give up. No need to suck, enough. Give up. Unbearably pressed in a very vital point, the demon Pūtanā began to cry, please leave me, suck my breast to no longer. Perspiring, her eyes wide open, her arms and legs flailing, she cried very loudly again. So that is the thing. It's just like the previous verses it is stated now. So Pūtanā came, he do not know the supremacy of the Lord. He just like sometimes by mistakenly we take the snake thinking of it's a rope. Similarly, Pūtanā came, he thought of Kṛṣṇa as an ordinary child. He wanted to kill him, but she does not know Kṛṣṇa is the Supreme Personality of God. Death of the death personified, fearing. That is Kṛṣṇa. So therefore, when Lord was sucking her life air, she was feeling pain, and she was telling, muncha munchalam, leave me. But Vrindavan, they say that हमारी ठाकुर जी पकड़ना जानते, छोड़ना नहीं जानते. Kṛṣṇa knows how to capture the devotee. He captured, but he never knows how to leave the devotee. Whosoever comes to him, he knows how to capture him, but छोड़ना नहीं जानते. So Kṛṣṇa, whosoever approaches him, he will capture him. Pūtanā screamed loudly, forcefully. The earth with its mountain and outer space with its planet trembled. The lower planets in all directions vibrated. People fell down, fearing that thunderbolts were falling upon them. In this way, demon Pūtanā very much agreed because of her breast was being attacked by Kṛṣṇa, lost her life. O King Parikshit, opening her mouth wide, spreading her arms, legs, hair, she fell down in the pasturing ground in her original form as rākṣasī, as Vritāsura had fallen when killed by thunderbolt. So, when Pūtanā saw that Kṛṣṇa is sucking her life air, so he was running away from the house. As long as he can sustain his life. Then she fell down. And she was so wide, 12 miles. 12 miles. His arms, legs, hair, everything. So she appeared in his original, very fearful, terrible form. 12 miles long. How big, how gigantic Pūtanā was. He fell down on the ground. The great rākṣasī, very gigantic, mammoth. So, O King Parikshit, when the gigantic body of Pūtanā fell to the ground, it smashed all the trees within the limit of 12 miles. Appearing in a gigantic body, she was certainly extraordinarily gigantic. The rākṣasī mouth was full of teeth, each resembled in front of flow. Her nostrils were deep like mountain caves. Her breast resembled big slabs of stone fallen from the hill. Her scattered hair was color of copper. The socket of her eyes appeared like a deep blind wells. Her fearful things resembled the banks of river. Her arms, legs, feet still like big breeze. Her abdomen appeared like a dried up lake. The hearts, ears, heads of cowherd men and women were already shocked by the rākṣasī screaming. When they saw the fierce wonder of her body, they were even more frightened. It's so gigantic. So Sukadeva Goswami, how he describing every limbs, every part of the Pūtanā. Without pure child, Kṛṣṇa was playing on the upper portion of Pūtanā rākṣasī breast. And when the gopis saw child wonderfully actively, they immediately came forward with great jubilation and picked him up. Therefore, Mother Yashoda and Rohini, along with other gopis, elder gopis, wept about a switch of a cow to give full protection to child Kṛṣṇa. This is very interesting part. The gopis, they also know some chanting, some mantra. They are not like, they have some Vedic knowledge. So they waved about the switch of a cow, this tail of the cows, so that give full protection. They do not know. That is the beauty of Vrindavan Lila. The greatness of the Lord is eclipsed by the sweetness of the Lord. Yashoda Maya never think how great Kṛṣṇa is, but how greatly he depends on Yashoda Maya. It depends on her. The gopis, they do not know. Vrindavan Lila, our Supreme Personality of Godhead, Sesa, Mahesa, Ganesha, Dinesa, all this great personality, they pray to the Lord. On the other hand, these gopis, motherly gopis, they say, Kṛṣṇa is asking them, can you please give me buttermilk? They say that if you dance for 5 minutes, I will give buttermilk. Then Kṛṣṇa dances. They say, no, it's not good. Again dance. In this way, Kṛṣṇa was dancing for the sake of little buttermilk. Who is the person? Who is the Vaikuntapati, Lakshmipati, the proprietor, unrivaled, unparalleled proprietor of three worlds, the supreme proprietor of three worlds, for the sake of little buttermilk. He is dancing at the order of the gopi. That was Vrindavan Lila. It's such a sweet, immensely, abundantly sweet, that greatness is eclipsed. The Godhood is eclipsed. Therefore, the Brahma, Uddhava, they are praying, my Lord, we want to become a grass in Vrindavan, so that we will be trampled by the gopis. Lord Shiva is changing his gender. He wants to become a gopis. Gopeshwara Mahadev. Narada Muni become Naradiya Gopi. They wanted a place. They want to become a hill. Brahma become hill. Dangad, Mangad, Bangad, Vilasagad. 4 hills in Vrindavan. Because Vrindavan pastime is so sweet, so nectarian. So nectarian. There is no question of reverence, awe. Therefore, Lord has covered his divinity, his godhood, his greatness, so that there will be a free flow of sweetness, free flow of spontaneous love between cowherd boys, their pure devotees, cowherd boys and girls, along with Kṛṣṇa. So that is the whole idea. So here they are praying mantra to protect Kṛṣṇa, whose mere name can protect everybody. Mere name. It is stated that so many verses are there, but let me go with this simple verses. Apanna samsitam ghoram yannama vivasyaginnam tatasadya vimuchyate yad vivati swayam. Living beings who are entangled in complicated mess of birth and death can be freed immediately, even unconsciously chanting the holy name of Kṛṣṇa, which is pure by faith. So that was the power of his name. But still, these gopis are thinking, oh, we should chant some name of the Lord so that he protects us. Simplicity of Gomutrena sapayati vahan. Gomutra, the child was thoroughly washed with cow urine, then smeared with dust raised by the movement of the cow. Then different names of the Lord were applied with the cow dung, 12 different parts of the body. Tilak with cow dung, different parts. Om Keshavaya, Narayana, Madhavaya, Govinda. Supreme Lord. His name, his mere name can protect, so powerful, can protect everybody. He was being applied, the name, for his protection. That is called Vrindavan Lila. Everything is anomaly. And he was washed with cow urine, smeared the dust raised by the movement of the cows. See how the cows is important. Everything about cows. Kṛṣṇa is Gopala, Govinda. Go Brahmana Hitaya. Cow down 12 different plants, beginning with the forehead down, applying tilak. In this way, child was given protection. That is called Vrindavan Lila. Vrindavan Lila is such a that Kṛṣṇa, who is the protector of the three worlds, is protected by the gopis. That is Vrindavan. Gopis first execute the process of attained, drinking a sip of water from right hand. Then they purified their body's hands with the nyasa mantra. They applied the same mantra from the body of child. Attained, Kesavaya Namah, Narayanam, Madhavaya Namah. That is attained. Then Govindaya Namah clean. Then again punaḥ. The sixth time after that. Punaḥ. Sukadeva Goswami informed Maharaj Parikshit, the gopis following the proper system protected Kṛṣṇa, their child, with his mantra. May Aja protect your legs, may Manimam protect your knees, Agni your thighs, Achitya your upper part, may Kesava protect your heart, Haigrava your abdomen, Isa your chest, sun god. In this way they are praying to protect all the parts of the Lord. May Rishikesh protect your senses, Narayana your life, where may Master Sattva protect your heart. So in this way they are praying for protection of the Lord. So they know some mantra. No, they are not atheists. Evil witches known as Dakshini. So many things they are praying for the protection of the Lord. It's a beautiful verse, 29. Yeah. All the gopis headed by Mother Yashoda were bound by material affection. After they just chanted mantra to protect the child, Mother Yashoda gave the child people of her breast and then got him lie down on the bed. So in this way, there's a beautiful things. And when meanwhile the cowherd men headed by Nanda Maharaj returned from Mathura, when they saw on the way gigantic body of Pūtanā lying dead, they were struck with great wonder. They were thinking, what happened? Nanda Maharaj and other Gopas exclaimed, my dear friend, you must know that Anatha Gundi Vasudeva had become a great saint and master of mystic power. Otherwise, how could he have foreseen the calamity and predicted it? So Vasudeva already know the political crisis, political scene of Mathura. So he already informed there will be some danger, you go back soon. So the inhabitant of Braja caught gigantic body of Pūtanā into pieces with the help of axes. Then they threw pieces far away, covered them with wood and bound them pieces. So they caught pieces so gigantic, 12 miles like this. So they caught into the pieces and they bound it. The interesting thing that because Kṛṣṇa having sought the breast of rākṣasī Pūtanā and Kṛṣṇa killed her, she was immediately freed from all material contamination. Her sinful reaction automatically vanished. Therefore, where a gigantic body was being born, the smoke emanating from her body was fragrant like Oguru incense. That is the thing. As soon as Pūtanā, although he is very malefied, very malicious, very abominable, but as soon as he come in contact with the body of Kṛṣṇa, he got purified. Kṛṣṇa embraced her while suffering. The Acharya are saying that the yogis, they do not get, they are praying for millions of years to have a darshan audience, to have a darshan of Kṛṣṇa's lotus feet. But what Pūtanā has done, what mercy Pūtanā has received, that she was touched by the Kṛṣṇa, she was embraced by the Kṛṣṇa kind of. That is greatness, great fortune of Pūtanā. As soon as the body of the Lord touched the Pūtanās, then Pūtanā got purified from all contamination. Therefore, when they burnt, the smoke emanating from her body, dead body usually smells very bad. But because it was touched by the Kṛṣṇa and purified, so the smell of It was a fragrance coming, the smoke emanating from our body was fragrant like aguru incense. Aguru incense, very, very fragrant, very smelly, very beautiful smell. That was the different, you know. So how Lord is pavitram paramam bhava, supremely pure. Anybody will come in contact, they also get pure, purified. Therefore, our whole idea to associate with the Lord, His form, His name, is because it's absolute. There's no difference between His form, name, pastime, entourage. So as soon as you associate with Him by all this process, by His name, by His pastimes, hearing His pastime, by His form, by His serving, we will also purify. Like Pūtanā. Beautiful verse. Pūtanā was always hankering for the blood of human child. And with that desire, she came to kill Kṛṣṇa. But because she offered her breast to the Lord, she attained the greatest achievement. What then is to be said for those who had naturally devotion and affection for Kṛṣṇa, as mothers who offered in their breast to suck or offer something very dear as a mother offers something. Very nice verse. So Pūtanā came, although his intention is malified, but externally, pretentiously, she approached Lord and she has given her service of breastfeeding. Lord took it that positive side. And Lord has given his the status of the mother. But those who are coming with so much affectionately, without any malicious intention, any malified intention, any atrocious intention, what to speak about them, their fortune, how much benediction they can get. That is stated. Anybody approaches Lord, even pretentiously, he gets very nice reward, just like a mother status. But those devotees who are approaching Kṛṣṇa with love and devotion, therefore, aho bhagyam, nanda praja mutusam, yam mitram paramanandam punna brahma sanatana. Brahma is speaking, aho bhagyam, how fortunate the Brajavasi, how fortunate this Nanda Maharaj, how fortunate this gopis, how fortunate this gopals. Yam mitram paramananda punna brahma sanatana. Punna brahma sanatana left Lakshmiji, left Vaikuntha, he came to Vrindavan and become dependent on the beautiful verses that forget which are dependent on this own. They're very nice verses. I'll show you two verses here. So, verse is very nice. I say that this is 10:8. Nanda ki makurodha brahman shreya eva mahadayam jashoda cha mahabhaga. Oh, yacchan stanaṁ haraye. Having heard the great fortune of Mother Yashoda, Parikshit Maharaj inquired from Sukadeva Goswami, O learned Brahmana, Mother Yashoda's breast milk was sucked by the Supreme Personality of Godhead. What past auspicious activity did she and Nanda Maharaj perform to achieve such perfection in ecstatic? So this is the thing, how great fortunate those who are approaching Kṛṣṇa with proper intention, with love and intention, devotion. Therefore, Sukadeva Goswami, when narrating this story, when Uddhava was remembering this beautiful pastime of killing Pūtanā, he is quoting these verses. Very nice. Aho pakiyam tanakalakutam jighāṁsayāpi asāpile vegatim ratri mujitam tatanyam kambadayalum saranam vredema. Oh, alas, how shall I take shelter? One more merciful than him, Lord Kṛṣṇa, who granted the position of mother to the sea demon Pūtanā. Although she was faithless and prepared deadly poison to be sucked from her. Who can do that? Extreme merciful Kṛṣṇa is. Prabhupada written purport. Here is the example of extreme mercy of the Lord even to his enemy. It is said that noblemen accept the good qualities of a person of doubtful character, just as one accepts the nectar from the stalk of poison. In his babyhood, he was administered deadly poison by Pūtanā, a sea demon who tried to kill wonderful baby. because she was a demon, it was impossible for her to know the Supreme Lord. Even though playing the part of the baby was no more less than Supreme Personality of Godhead. His value as Supreme Lord did not diminish upon us, become a baby to please his devotee Yashoda. Lord may assume any form of a baby or shape other than that of human being. It does not make slightest difference. He is always same Supreme. A living creature, however powerful he may become by dint of severe penance, can never become equal to him. Lord Kṛṣṇa accepted the motherhood of Pūtanā because she pretended to be an affectionate mother. Just a pretending to be affectionate mother, not actually. Allowing Kṛṣṇa to suck her breast, the Lord accept the least qualification of the living entity, award in highest reward. That is the greatness of this wonderful, merciful attribute of Kṛṣṇa. Causeless mercy. Causeless means Pūtanā is not fit to get mercy. Neither she asked for the mercy. But Kṛṣṇa is so merciful, causelessly, without any cause. Take it. Take it. You become my mother because you are pretending to be my mother and give your breastfeeding. So you become my mother. That was Kṛṣṇa. That is the standard of his character. Therefore, who but Lord can be ultimate self? Who can be ultimate self other than Kṛṣṇa? So merciful, extremely merciful. So this is the Pūtanā story. The interesting part of this story is last part. By hearing this story, it is stated here, the last verses. Any person who hears with faith and devotion about how Kṛṣṇa, the Supreme Personality of Godhead, filled Pūtanā, who thus invests his hearing in such childhood pastime of Kṛṣṇa, certainly attains attachment for Govinda, the Supreme Original. Some devotee may ask, why to hear about Kṛṣṇa human pastime? There are so many other sweet pastimes, Rasa Lila, Govardhan, lifting of Govardhan, but no. Kṛṣṇa is absolute. Any pastime, whether it is speaking of Bhagavad Gita or dancing with gopis, both are same, transcendental. Both are having important. Both are purifying. Both are makes us liberated, get out from this material world. Both are having tendency to make us develop our attachment for Kṛṣṇa, sprout of devotional service. Therefore, here say that any person who hears with faith and devotion about how Kṛṣṇa, Supreme Personality of Godhead, killed Pūtanā, that invested hearing on such childhood pastime, Kṛṣṇa certainly attains attachment for Govinda, Supreme Lord. So hearing of Kṛṣṇa Katha, particularly childhood pastimes of the Lord, is very enduring and charming. By hearing process we can. Therefore, Sukadeva Goswami is saying that śraddhayā, śraddhayā, nityam. What is that? Wait. Śraddhayā nityam drinantasya chinstata kālena natidirghena bhagavāna vishte. You want to have Kṛṣṇa in the heart, you have to have Kṛṣṇa through the ear. That is the only thing. Śraddhayā śraddhayā nityam. People hear śraddhayā means with faith. Nityam means every day. Nityam seva. Nityam bhagavata sevaya. Drinantasya chestitam. Take the matter seriously. Kālena natidirghena. Kālena means not so much time. Now atidirghena, not so much time. Very quickly. Bhagavana, the Supreme Lord, Visate, they resides. Come and make a seat. Put their heart. So you want to bring Kṛṣṇa in the heart, you have to have through the years, not through. Because through the years, it will come to the heart. That is the process. So hearing is very important. Particularly childhood pastime of the Lord. Very, very enduring. And living, purifying. Thank you very much. Hare Kṛṣṇa. All goes to Śraddhayā.